I'm gonna go ahead and record. All right. Thank you guys for jumping on the call. I know tonight was a busy night, and I think obviously last night was a busy night too, so we decided to postpone it. I kind of want to talk a little bit of, we might just do a poll in our team page depending on who would want to call on a different night than a Monday. I feel like Mondays are just ugh. Like they literally, I kept saying yesterday, like they suck the life out of me. So then by the time Monday night rolls around and we're trying to put on a call, my brain is like just, I don't know. So today I felt much better, and I thought maybe we should do Tuesdays if Mondays are too crazy. So I'll post about that and we can think about that. Because it's not like Monday is a certain, we always initially did calls on Monday nights. I think a lot of coaches and their teams do calls on Monday nights because it gets you prepped for the week. It just gets you kind of like, your goals, your whatever, and you just kind of get you geared up for the week to work your business. That's kind of the idea behind Mondays, but we can change that and maybe try Tuesdays. Okay, so I want to share just a few things here that have been on my mind because of me talking to coaches and different things. Okay, so one thing, we had a field trip last week to the pumpkin patch in Arthur, and there's a girl who I'm friends with who has a child in Summer's class. They go to school together. So I know her. I went to high school with her. She does Rodan and Fields. And I said to her, I hadn't talked to her for a while, and I said, hey, how's your business going? And we have a lot of things we connect on besides business, but we both are in network marketing. She's supported me and I've supported her. And so I hadn't talked to her about her business for a while. So I said, how's it going? And she said, it's not going very good. And I said, oh, really? Like, why? Why do you feel that way? Do you feel, started talking. I said, do you feel like you get a lot of help from your upline? Do you feel like you have a big connection with your team, within your team, either your upline or your team, that's under you? And she's like, no, not really. And I'm like, so you don't really talk to them, or this is just really kind of shocking me. I'm like, so you don't even do you talk to them? Do you guys share with each other what you're doing to build your business? No, not really. And I'm like, I don't even know what to say, because I'm just like, oh, okay. And then we just briefly talked a little bit more, and she was like, you're doing really well with your business though, right? You're doing really well. And I'm just like, which I was super flattered that she said, because sometimes you just don't really know. It doesn't even matter. Who cares what people think? But sometimes I think people think sometimes I think we think people are thinking, is she really doing anything with that? But then I think sometimes people are thinking that you're way more successful than you are, or whatever the case is. It was just really flattering that she had said that. But my point has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that sometimes it literally floors me that that people are in other MLMs. Really. At the end of the day, I'm like, how I wouldn't stay in something if I didn't feel supported. If I didn't feel like I had a group support, or if I had upline support, or just love and compassion from the people around me in my group, I probably wouldn't stay with it. Just even if I love the product, I don't know if I would stay in the business. So I thought, here is a girl who actually wants this business. She actually really loves it. And she even said, I need to work it harder. I need to give more. So here's somebody who wants to work it harder, but has no support, but still has that desire to do something with it, which kind of broke my heart for her, because I'm like, wow, you have nothing. You have nobody helping you, but here you are, somebody who has a goal. And so if there's people out there who want something more and they're not getting support, think of what you can do on our team with our upline support. I have said this 100 times, but I'm so glad we chose this company, because it's just, it blows my mind how much support and how much love and how much just I don't know, that we get from not only our team, but people we've met on other teams that have nothing to do with us, and friends that I've made, and girls that I can like compare notes with, and who share their trainings, and who share like all these tips and stuff, and how to make this successful because they've done it, or this is what they're doing that works. So again, it just continuously shows that, and we all know this, but it just continuously proves that this is way beyond fitness, that this is way beyond the business, really. It's just a matter of like us doing something together and believing in each other together. And it's the same as our fitness challenge groups. Like, it's just the same. Like, we can build this business together the same as we can work out together and hold each other accountable in that aspect. So I don't know. It just really got me thinking. And sometimes it's hard. It's hard to keep, sometimes it's hard to keep coaches involved. Sometimes it's hard to keep your challengers involved. It's like really hard to keep people on Shakeology HD. You know why? Not only the money aspect, because people don't want to spend it and they don't want to invest in their health sometimes, but you know what else they don't want to do? They don't want to blend a shake up and shake it up and make it a part of their day. Like, they just, I don't know, either they, whatever. It's ridiculous in sometimes, in my opinion, because I'm like it's the simplest thing to fit in your day. And so it just blows my mind that we can sometimes struggle to keep those people with us. And then you've got people who want help, but they're not getting it from the people around them. And so think about how many people you can help. Think about how many people right now are waiting for you to help them and to believe in them and to just tell them that you know they can do it and that you believe in them. But they're waiting for you because they don't believe in themselves or they don't have any other support. And so I just put that on my Instagram story, basically just like a simple, like, are you looking for a group of women who inspire you, who see your greatness, who, whatever, cheer you on. And I posted a couple pictures of our team. So just a few things to think about. And I've had a few people tell me in our team this month and in the last months and every month, I just feel like I'm not getting anybody to bite. I feel like I'm not getting anybody to join me. Well, number one, how many people, here's a thought that comes to my mind. It's like, how many people have you talked to this month? You should know how many people you've talked to. If you can't answer that, hopefully you've talked to so many people you can't count them. But most likely you aren't tracking them. And it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. It's a timing game. It has to do with if they're ready. It has to do with how many people you've reached out to, and really so sometimes luck of the draw, but also sometimes pinpointing these people down. I'm sorry, but some people are just kind of flighty. And I don't mean that in a negative way, not flighty, but maybe flaky is the word. And you don't want to have to chase people. You really don't. You shouldn't have to chase people. If they want to do it, they're going to join you. But I want to give you an example. So there's a girl who I have been talking to since the end of last month, okay? And she was ready. I talked to her. I talked to her for an hour on the phone through my lunch break, pouring my heart into her because I knew she could do it. I knew she wanted to do it. And I heard her passion. I heard her desire to be better because she's a mom and she struggles and she's single mom and she needs the income and she needs the fitness accountability and all these things. And so I spent like maybe 30 to 40 to 50 minutes of my lunch break talking to her. She was ready to do it. Then she decided something came up and she decided she just wasn't ready. She didn't have the time. A week goes by. I post something. I had like an awesome post. And I say awesome just because it was a post that just kind of like I threw out there and it was on my heart and I shared it in a different way. And I want to talk about that in a minute. And it turned out really good. And sometimes we have those posts where we don't think they're going to be that great, but then they turn out to be just really hit people and touch people in a way that maybe we didn't anticipate. So anyway, she commented on my post and was like, oh my gosh, I need you. Like, I need to join you. And I'm like, yes. So I message her again. We talk. She's like, I'm just not ready, but I'm going to join you. So it's been like a week or so since I've talked to her. And today of course I've messaged her back and forth a ton of times. Today I said, hey, like I need accountability. I want you in our group. Can we get on the phone tonight so I can help you get started? And I don't know if she's ready to get started. I know she's close. I know I've talked to her a bunch of times and she was almost ready a couple times. And she was like, and she immediately called me on the phone because we had transferred our messenger messages to her text. Because sometimes if people don't respond to messenger, I'll say, hey, is texting a better way to communicate? Sometimes they'll be like, yeah, it is, because I never check my messenger. Okay, perfect. So now you have two ways to be able to communicate with them. So she called me immediately. I talked to her on the phone. I talked to when she originally was going to place an order for a $160 challenge pack for BOD and Shakeology. I talked to her about Energize and Recover, told her the importance, told her how much I thought she would love them, because I do think she will love them. And to make a long story short, she purchased, and I was on the phone with her, she purchased the $220 challenge pack as a coach on our team, just like an hour ago. And so I'm super excited to have her, and I'm super excited that I'm at Success Club 12 this month, and I have no idea, I'll just be totally honest with you, if it wasn't for my post that I posted, that I just said, the one that turned out really great, that I had like a ton of feedback on, over 200 and some people liked it. I shared about my anxiety in a whole different spin. I shared about my weight in a whole different spin. I shared about my healthy state, or I should say my state of health, in a whole different spin. Because you're going to continuously share your story over and over again. That's all this is, sharing your story to people, because you're a real person and you struggle and you understand what they're going through, and they're going to connect with you, and they're going to be like, wow, I had no idea that I wasn't alone. I had no idea that this girl was going through that. So you're going to share the same topic. Like I'm going to share anxiety and depression like it's my job, because I truly 100% said that when I was going through my state, I told Jessica Servi this, I told other people this, that when I get through this, I want to help people so they know that this isn't like a dead end road, that this isn't something they have to deal with. And I'm super like emotional about the whole topic because it's obviously super important to me. And I want to share that with people, not because of my business, but because I want people to know that they like don't have to suffer through it, and that they're normal and that they can get through it. And so I shared anxiety in a whole different way. So get creative with your posts. Part of your brand is whatever you are. Whatever you are is your brand. So if that's binge eating, if that's guilty eating, if that's like fluctuation with weight, and a constant up and down with your weight, if that's checking the scale all the time and letting the scale define you, if that's, eating disorders, if that's like whatever it is, that's you, then you should share it. And you don't, and it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to share that stuff. Who cares? And I'm to the point I can say that because you will get nothing but love and support from people when you just share your heart. And it could be something raw, but then you're going to turn it into something awesome. And so get creative with your posts. And it doesn't have to be, you don't have to like get stressed about it, or like, it doesn't have to be something hard. It can just be something simple, but you're sharing it in a different way that's going to hit people in a different way. And so I want you to think about that. I want you to think about ways that you can share it that is just going to get someone sitting there reading it thinking, okay, like she's finding 30 minutes in her day. She's not making excuses. She has the excuses, but she's dropping them, and she's like loving herself, and she's believing in herself, and she's investing in herself. And, whatever it is, just throw it out there and really like, and I don't really, and people are always like, I don't understand how you get so many people involved. Well, I don't really have a great answer besides I just don't give up, and I'm going to figure it out. And I think that's what every successful coach is going to do. And that's what I told my new coach on the phone tonight before she was a coach, before she signed up. She said, I really want to give this a go. And I said, you will. Like if you stick with it, if you can just say that I'm not going to give up and that I'm going to do this, and I'm 4 years in, and I said, I think people take me seriously because they're going to start to take you seriously when you show up and when you show that you're not doing it perfect and that you're living your life like a normal person and still enjoying things with your kids and enjoying like trips and all kinds of food that you shouldn't eat and whatever, because that's real life. And this lifestyle, like the reason we joined this is so that we could be normal, but be healthy, but also just like be normal and have a drink if we want and eat something and celebrate in ways that we shouldn't have to feel restricted. And so, you know, I think that's super important to share that aspect with people, that this isn't like, yes, you do need to be disciplined. And yes, you do need to make it a priority in your day to focus on your nutrition. And you do need to carve out 30 minutes a day. Help them figure out that they can do that and that that's totally doable and that you do it all at home. And we have this amazing, we have so much at our fingertips right now that we can just present to people and invite them. And so share all those things. And I've been really diving into conversations with people. And so when I get, and I've shared some of this with you guys before, but when I get a no, like I'm going back with it. I'm going back at that conversation with how did they tell me no? Did they tell me no because of money? Okay, maybe I'm going to share the coaching opportunity with them. That's one way I might do it. Or I might just help them to see that the investment in their health is totally worth it. And that when I started, I had to fit it into my budget and it was hard. But then that's when I might introduce coaching and I might start to explain that this is a business and that I earn a full-time income with my business and that I, have literally just helped people with their health and fitness. Like simple. I'm not an expert, but I can, simply support people and encourage them and share recipes and put them in a group for accountability and all these things. And I've also been just with any objection they give me, I really try my hardest to come up with something valuable to share with them. Like I totally understand what you're saying. And I'm all about voice clips. You guys know that. I rarely message people with just a text, especially if I'm going to pour my heart into somebody. I might start with text, but I'm not going to continue the conversation with the text because they just can't understand. They can't get the details. They can't hear my passion behind it. They can't, I just can't lay it all out there like I can with a voice text. And that's okay. If you're not ready for that, then you will. And you just do what you can right now. We're all at different stages in our journey, in our coaching journey, in our fitness journey. And that's the fun of this. That's what makes us all different. That's what makes us the current coach that you are. And what you need to focus on is teaching people what you know. So at this point, you all know something. You all know that you have completed a program. You've started a program. You've said, I'm in. I'm going to help people. I'm going to work on a better me, whatever it is. So share that with the people around you. That's what we're here to do. Simply share what you know. And that's what I do with you guys. And that's why I encourage you guys sometimes to go to Beachbody Champions and watch a video from another coach. And there's a good video right now that Jamie shared from Lindsay. That's go Emerald in 24 hours. That's awesome. That's a topic that that catches my eye, because we all have coaches who want to hit Emerald, and we all remember what it was like when we hit Emerald, and some of us are going for Diamond and so on. And so, but that's why I say, go, watch another coach sometimes. Listen to what they have to say. They might have a good point that I didn't give you, or they might have something that is an aha moment for you that I never had said, because I only teach you guys what I know and what I've done and the best I can do. And that's all you guys have to do. And so you don't have to be doing this perfectly. So I was thinking to myself today, I'm at Success Club 12. How in the hell am I at Success Club 12? That means I've gotten 6 people involved in challenge packs. And it's been one of the worst, most unsuccessful months for me with my fitness. and my nutrition. And I'm thinking, how in the hell can I possibly be getting people involved when I'm not doing what I'm preaching? And all I can say is, well, I'm going to be failing in something. I'm going to be not slacking, but I'm going to fall short in something in my life, because we're not going to be always a perfect coach and a perfect mom and a perfect wife and a perfect coworker and whatever. We're always going to be falling short in something. So if your fitness sucks right now, you can still invite people to what you're doing. I'm just saying you still can, because you believe in it and you love it and you know it works. And we have all the tools to help people succeed. So I'm hoping I'm not frozen. Am I frozen? Anyone? Okay, good. Okay, sorry. I just thought my thing was frozen in my internet sometimes. So anyway, I want you guys to focus on what you know and what you can do and what you're capable of. Because if you're doing a program right now, or if you're trying to get back on track, that's fine. Like, and it really, something that really bothers me, and it's not anything personal, it's just something that really gets under my skin, is when people think that they can't, well, for one, they think they can't build this business because of X, Y, and Z, because they're busy, or because they whatever it is, they can't find the time, or they think they can't build this business because they haven't had results yet. They haven't had a transformation. That's not true. You don't have to you don't have to have a transformation to share this with other people, because people are going to want to join you with wherever you are in your journey. And so it's just so easy to focus on what we aren't doing instead of focusing on what we are doing. So I haven't been posting very good, been not slacking at that too. But again, I got really sort of lucky and threw out like a kick-ass post that day. And it really, truly helped me get a lot of invites out there. And so that's what I've been trying to do. I've been just consistently working. And if you're willing to just figure this out, and let's figure this out together and continue to work together, which we have so many amazing people on our team. It's just, that's really all it is just, we've got to just figure this out together. And I think, I know for me lately, time has just been like a huge factor on, we are having a team training next Thursday. I'm excited about that. So anybody local, or anybody can come to our team training at my house next Thursday at 6. Pretty sure it's at 6. I need to look and make sure and see what I scheduled that for, but so we're going to try to start getting back into doing some of these things. And really, time is such a factor for all of us because we're all so busy. But I just watched this video of this girl who's a lawyer. She's a full-time lawyer. She has a little girl at home and she works this business. And what's funny is she said, I don't work this for the money. She said, she said, this was a passion project for me. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love that. And I thought of Jessica Servi because I thought she would like that terminology. I thought she would like that passion project. So she's like, this is a passion project for me. She's like, this wasn't about the money. She said, I do well. Like basically like she's financially stable. She's just not in it. She's like, I'm in it because I have a lot of friends who are professionals and are in a profession where they work full time, but they have found passion in helping others and working on their own fitness and doing it in 30 minutes, all from their home or from their office on their lunch break. And so there's just so many things like we can share about this, and we get so caught up in not getting people involved, but it's like, there's just so many things. There's so many aspects, whether it's the business or the fitness or busy moms or, single moms or someone who needs an income or someone who needs to make a car payment or whatever it is. There's just 100 ways you can share this with nutrition and with, we have yoga and we have all these like low impact workouts for older people who maybe have trouble or whatever. And so I don't know. Those are some of the things that have been like on my heart and kind of on my mind. And hopefully that helps you guys just with posts and stuff and with sharing and knowing that if you haven't got anybody involved or you've only got one person involved and you're like, why haven't I gotten more people involved? Because I've been consistent and I have been reaching out. Well, just keep going, keep reaching out. Double the people you're talking to. And I know that's scary sometimes because you feel like you don't have time, but just, do your best to just reach more people, and maybe think about ways to share in a different way, and think about objections and how you can turn those objections into more of a conversation, instead of just taking the no and hearing the no, I don't have time. No, I don't have the money. No, I don't, at home workouts never worked for me, or whatever, or I'm not a shake person. I've been getting that a lot lately. I'm not a shake person. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. I wasn't a shake person. But let me tell you why this shake is like unlike anything on the market that I've ever researched. And believe me, I've researched it. And I explain it, and I send videos, and I just send tools to help them, and I voice clip them, and I offer to get them on the phone. And it is it's our business. So I do really, there's days where, like yesterday, where I wasn't very pumped about my business. Not because I'm like not in love with it, but because I was tired, and Monday like sucked the life out of me, like I said. And so you're going to have days where you're just like, yeah, today is just not my day. Today just isn't the day that I can invest in this. But tomorrow I'm going to do something. And tomorrow I'm going to whatever. And so today it was just like a whole new day for me. I was like, okay, now I can function, and my brain's working, and I can write my notes, and I can share this with you guys, and I can feel my passion and how I want you guys to progress and grow in your business. Okay. So that's all I really had for today. I just wanted to share some of those things with you because, I don't know. I'd felt like lately I was kind of pouring from an empty cup, and we all know that that's not good. And so I've been really trying to just work on the things like that I know I can work on, and improve in the areas that I know I can improve on. And right now it's my freaking fitness, because I suck. But I'm going to try to get my act together. So do you guys have any questions really quick? I canceled my upgrade for my Zoom because we were never using this, because we were using Jamie's. So we only have I haven't got the 10-minute pop-up thing though, but we probably only have 5 or 10 minutes left. And I didn't want to keep you guys really long, because I'd like to try to keep our calls around 30 minutes. Because I just think when they drag out to an hour, makes it really hard for everybody to be on that long. Do you guys have anything really quick? Let me unmute you. Sorry. You guys are all muted, and I'm trying to have you talk. And we can do a new coach call soon. I'm really wanting to I really just want to get an organized call set up, so that it's not always the same every week, and do it would be cool if next week, yeah, we have 10 minutes left. That thing just popped up. It would be cool if next week maybe we did a new coach call. Because I just signed a new coach, and we have some other new coaches, and we could really encourage our new coaches to just jump on, see what it is that they want out of this business, see, what we can help them with, and that sort of thing. Anyone have anything? Jess, did you have anything? You're unmuted.
Yeah, hold on 1 second. I've got a case of I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, I don't want to stay in bed. 1 second.
Annie, did you have any questions? Are you good for now?
No, I'm good for now. Thank you.
Yes, let us
Okay,
know.
sorry. All right, good night. Okay. Okay, get in bed. Good night. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, thanks for jumping on, Annie. It's so good to see your face. Annie and I used to see each other all the time back when we were younger, and now we get to see each other on Facebook. So it's kind of cool to see her in real life, kind of. And yeah, I just kind of wanted to branch off of a little bit of what Tabitha said. It's been really hard for me to get people involved lately too, but what I just it was actually kind of really cool. On Monday, I was like, okay, I've been working consistently. I feel like I've been doing the best I can, because it's just a super busy time right now. I don't know if you guys were like this first one to kindergarten, but I feel like we've been nonstop, and it's super hard to get into a routine since Ellie's been in school, and then Jim's in preschool, and then it's been crazy. So anyway, I've been consistent. I've been following up. I've been reaching out to people. But like I just couldn't get anybody, to join me the last few weeks. So on Monday, I just kind of had some time, like some prayer time, and I'm just like, okay, Lord, like if this is your plan for me, oh, she's so sweet. Look at that hair. Look at those curls. So I just kind of prayed like, okay, Lord, like if this is your plan for me, just please, lead me in the way that you would lead me and have me, share the way that you want me to share so I can serve others. Like this is your plan for me. If this is your will for me, just, please guide me this week. And, I just that kind of a prayer. And it was so funny because Monday was so busy. I didn't have time to reach out to any new, and I just very randomly got a message from a girl. She's bought Pio from me, but she's honestly never followed through with it. But I check in with her like every month, at least every month. I check in with her, and she just reached out to me, and she's like, "I'm so ready. Like I'm ready to do this. I need your help. Will you help me?" Yeah, I'll help you. That's what I'm here for. And she jumped in with the To Be Mindset challenge pack, and it was just like a total God thing. Like he knew that I needed reassured that yes, like there are people out there for you to help, so keep going. So that's what I'm going to tell you guys too. Like whether your goal is like not to like call you out in front of everybody, Annie, but I know your goal is like first off to like jump in and get these products at a discount and then see where it goes from there. And that's awesome. Like that's why you just meet people where they are at. Like you meet people where they're at to help them. And that's really what all this is about. And different people are in different places. And that's like as a coach, kind of your job to figure out where to meet people and how you can serve them. Because like Tabitha said, I truly do believe like this really gives you all the tools you need. And it's just really cool how the people that surround you just start lifting you up and encouraging you for different goals. So something else, I know we talk about it all the time, and I know I post about it in our challenge groups all the time, but writing out your goals helps so much. Like I wrote out my business goals this week and just texted them to Tabitha. And then I wrote out my wellness goals this week and posted them in our group. So sometimes that just helps to like put it out there, say it, and like commit to it in that way, not publicly, but like to someone else. That helps a lot. So I'm not saying you have to like post it on Facebook or post it in our groups, but just share it with your husband or your best friend or one of us. Like sometimes it helps to just share your goals. And for me, it was kind of really scary to say like, I want to get 2 new people involved this week, because I very well could fail and not get 2 new people involved this week, but I've already gotten 1 new person involved this week. And that's actually more than I, like sometimes we say these things and we don't believe in ourselves, but like Tabitha said, there's always somebody out there that's believing in you on this team, for real, always. So that's kind of a really cool thing, and like a huge blessing for me, I know. So anyway, I won't ramble on. I know we only have a few minutes. My phone's like so dirty. I wonder why, Silas. He's always like grabbing it and playing with it. And anyway, he just had a meltdown because the dog like jumped up and ate the food out of his hand. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Smack the dog a little bit, nothing terrible, but just like. Anyway, anybody else? Do you guys have anything? Tabitha, you're muted.
Okay. I'm going to post, anyone have any preference on Monday night or Tuesday night calls? Are Monday nights bad? Or you guys love Mondays? Anybody love?
It doesn't bother me.
Okay. Do you think we should stick with Mondays because like that's what we've done? That's my only fear of changing it. I'm like, do I change something we've always done?
Yeah, I know. I don't really know the answer. Like, but it doesn't really matter what night of the week. It just sucks because Mike's gone. So it's not like going to make a difference until Mike's off the afternoons.
Okay, it's really not going to make a difference then to anybody, right? Okay. Okay. I don't know. I'll think about it. I think I feel like we should probably just leave it on Mondays, but anyway.
Yeah, maybe. And like I said, like it's,
it's like, I guess we could always do week to week, like if we could always switch it to a Tuesday if we needed to. I just like to stay with the same kind of schedule. So then nobody's like, it's kind of like for a while when we were doing 8 or 8:30, then we didn't know, and then people were like confused.
People would miss it because they thought said, "Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
8:30." Whatever.
I like to just stick with 8 because I don't know. And then
Excuse me.
next Thursday, just see if we can rally to get like as many people as we can to our training at my house. Okay.
Yeah, and I can take, if anybody wants to like meet me at my house, I will drive, take whoever.
Okay.
So
I think I'm just gonna do like a chicken tortilla soup or something. That's what I'm probably gonna do.
yeah, let me know if you want me to make something. I will totally make something.
Yeah, I will. It'll be fine. I'll just, I don't know. Summer has an eye appointment and I have all kinds of stuff going on that day. I have to work half of the day, but I'm just going to make it simple. I'm not going to go overboard. So, but I think it'll be really good for us just to connect and hang out and visit. And I'll try to come up with something good to like talk about. So I might need help.
And I don't know if you want to do this, but you could always ask people to comment or like a post, like what they want to learn about.
Yeah, that would be good because I might even reach out to like a couple of my coach friends and see what they've trained on because sometimes they have some good tips and topics to talk about. So, okay, this is gonna shut us off. Okay, so thank you guys for getting on. I really appreciate it.
Good to see everybody. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye bye.
Tell her bye, Sai.
Bye bye.
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 Bye guys.